Men ain't shit. I told y'all men ain't shit. Baby, it was just a whole little debacle outside my balcony, honey, involving a man and two women. Because, of course, the man cheating, girls fighting. Now they all going to jail. And people wonder why I didn't run up. You see what I'm saying? Is it worth it? Absolutely fuck not. Listen, let me tell you something. It is nobody on this planet Earth that is worth me going to jail. And when I say going to jail, I mean going back to jail. It is no man, no woman, no person, no business, no pet, no bill, no situation, no car, no business, no nothing or nobody that can get me back with a spin number. It is nothing or nobody that's gonna get me back with a spin number. You fucking that bitch, go have her. Go have her and that STD. Go have it. Go have at it. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to fight a man. Go to jail behind a man. Fight a girl. First of all, I'm 38 motherfucking years old. I have never, bitch, and I don't plan on starting right the fuck now. Let's get that straight. You cheated? Bet. You want to be with her? Bet. But one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to put my hands on you. I'm not going to put my hands on her. That's what you want to be with, baby. Go be with it. Go be with your type. Go be with your type. That's what you want to be with. Baby, go be with it. Because let me tell you something. Now that they all going to jail, no lie. This is a real question. Who bailing who out? Can you imagine making that motherfucking phone call? Who you calling your girl? Can you imagine that phone call? Who he gonna call? Cause another bitch. Why you two bitches in jail? And watch, these bitches gonna become buddy sitting in that holding cell. You think I'm playing? They gonna become buddy sitting up in that motherfucking holding cell, and they gonna get them stories together, and they gonna line them up and see exactly who was the liar in the situation, which we already know who the liar is. That's why I never went for the woman in the first place. I used to tell men all the time, listen, let me tell you something, sir. If you got a woman, you better tell me now, because if any girl call my phone, I am telling her the truth. I am blowing up your whole fucking life. Because I'm telling her the truth. I'm telling her how you ate it from the motherfucking back. I'm telling her what bills you paid. I'm telling her how we fucked all up and through this house and this car. I'm telling her all. So if you have anyone or a situation going on, baby, you better be honest, because I'm telling her the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I am a woman first and foremost. I will always be a woman. And that's what I'm saying, never been a side chick, bitch. I don't understand. I can't relate to you hoes. In my mind, every side chick was not, yeah, they mama was a side chick. You was raised by a hoe, so you grew up to be one. In my mind, that's how I feel. You was raised by a hoe, so you grew up to be one, because that's all you know. That's why you ain't got no motherfucking morals or no respect for yourself. That's why you don't mind doing married men. See, you try to frame it like, oh my God, I ain't got to deal with that responsibility, that heartache. That's his wife job. No, you breaking the covenant and you helping do it. Yeah, he made it with that woman, but bitch, you helping. I'm sorry, I do not relate to that. I have never, will never, not doing that. And Poe, Shamika, baby, Shamika was hurt. You can tell Shamika was the main bitch. And then the other one, we're going to call her Eleanor. Eleanor was too calm. You could tell Eleanor was the side bitch. Yeah, you could tell side bitch. And baby, Shamika was not having it. It looked like Shamika went over there to Deshaun house, baby, and Rick shopped in that bitch while Eleanor was in there. Let me tell you something, no lie, not for nothing, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that recently because somebody had me fucked up. No lie. But then I thought about it. I wasn't gonna do that for a nigga that had less when I could have did that for a nigga that had more. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't go run my husband over and I really wanted to go, I mean, ooh. To be honest, it just something to me just thinking about it. I wanted to run my ex-husband over, and he was making over 6 figures, and yeah. I'd be damn if I cry or spaz out over a nigga that's making less than that, a quarter of that, half of that, and much less dick. Okay, like I be damn. I'm sorry. I'm not about to spaz out. I'm pretty sure Deshaun ass barely had dick for Shamika. How the fuck is he fucking Elsa ass over there? How is he fucking Eleanor? You barely had dick for Shamika. You struggling with ED hard. How can you get it up? I don't understand how niggas with the smallest dick, no time, no money, no job, no car, no haircut, have all the time to give dick, no dick, barely dick to other people. It just and now y'all all going to jail and y'all gotta pay that $386. It was $386 back in my day when I got locked up. It is now 2026. I'm pretty sure it's more than that. And I would be so fucking embarrassed making that damn phone call, especially if you're gonna go right back and go suck that same dirty ass dick. I would be so embarrassed making that phone call. And what did I tell y'all last video when we was talking about Raising Canaan? It is Friday. We are in Texas. Do you think they not seeing no damn judge until Monday? That means they're gonna have to get up out that holding cell. They're gonna be transferred down to the county. They're gonna get into that orange jumpsuit. They're gonna have to bend over, spread it, and cough. They're gonna have to take out all them piercings. They're gonna have to take out down all the headbands. If they got any headbands and any hair in, they're gonna have to take all that shit out. All jewelry out. All fake nails out. Everything gotta go out. Everything gotta go out. You're gonna have to change. And then you're gonna be given an assignment. Okay, are you doing commissary? Are you doing the food trays? Are you doing the laundry? Are you cleaning up? Are you a trustee? What they doing? But bitch, either way, you getting processed over this dirty dick. Over this dirty dick ass, lying ass, cheating ass, manipulating, pussy ass little boy. Because honestly, you know what really pisses me off the most? Do you know what really pisses me off the most? You know what burns my biscuits? You could have just been honest. If you want to just fuck on somebody else, you could have just been honest, because 9 times out of 10, we be wanting to fuck on somebody else too. With more money, get flued out, more dick. We be wanting that too. What? But now y'all gotta be selfish. Y'all gotta be some selfish sons of bitches. Want your cake and eat it too, but we can't do that. We can't do that. Yes, the fuck we could. That's what really pisses me off. What pissed me off about every dude that cheated on me is because I could have been doing it too. I could have been doing it too. Better. Do you think I would have been in town? Better. I would have been doing it better. That's what pisses me off. I don't know what be pissing them off. It's not even the fact that you sitting on the same thing I sit on. One, are you using protection? That's the first question I ask. But it's the fact that I could have been sitting on something else too. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, darling. If you doing it, I'm damn sure gonna be doing it too. Now Shamika gone. Deshaun gone. Eleanor gone. I'm gonna let y'all know who come back with Deshaun. And it better not be now one of their asses. It's too motherfucking me hot. I'm sorry. It's too much. It's too hot. It is no man on this planet. That's why I have never had to fight behind a guy. And I'm not saying girls didn't try to fight me. I'm saying I never had to fight for no guy. Like when they tried to fight me, say what you bitch, you can have a nigga. He told me he was single. Okay, matter of fact, he told me he was single. He told me you was crazy. He told me he never even he just fucked you one time. That's it. He never fucked you like that. He just fucked you one time. That's what the nigga told me. I didn't know any of this other shit. You ain't even gotta fight. Like, I got my keys in my hand. I'm leaving anyway. Even, oh my God, y'all want me to tell y'all a story? Y'all want me to tell you a story? I'm gonna tell you a story. This is the only time the opportunity came across my doorstep when it was my man, okay? And he was cheating with somebody else. Let me tell you what happened. It was my first marriage, and we were separated at the time because he was cheating. And my birthday rolled around, and he was, begging to come back home, telling me he was a changed person, he would never do it again, blah, blah, blah. Things he told me before, because by this time, Chris have probably cheated on me maybe 5 times at this point that I caught him. He cheated on me about 5 times at this point. So I was like completely over it. I got a new place, new furniture, new energy, new all of that shit that I still do to this day. But he was like, it's your birthday. Like, nah, let me take you out. Let me do this. Now, I did allow that to happen. We were still legally married, and it was my birthday. So I was like, fuck it, why not? And I'm not gonna lie to you, we had a good fucking time. That was the first time that a man ever blew like a stack on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was my husband, but I was like, I wanna say 22 at this time, 21, 22, 23. It was the first time a man blew a stack. Matter of fact, he blew over 1,000. I remember he blew over 1,000 because my phone alone was about $600. And we also went shopping. We got tattoos. We went out to eat. Listen, no lie. We had a good motherfucking time. And he gave some money. He gave me some money in my pocket. He always gave me money. Like, I have always been taken care of. Like, always been taken care of. I've always been wifed up. This is the first time I've been single since 2000. Oh my God. This is the first time I've been single in 20 years. 21 to be exact. Okay, I'm gonna have to process that later. Anyways, so because of that, okay, because think about it, I met my first husband when I was 16. I married him at 20, but we were together since then. And then I divorced him at 20 something, I don't remember. Got engaged to Anthony, ended that engagement with Anthony, got engaged to Josh, married Josh, divorced Josh, got into a relationship with Michael, was with Michael for almost 2 years before he cheated, and now I'm single. Yes, that was over the course of 20 years. So I've always been wifed up. I have always been engaged, married. I've always been taken care of. Always been taken care of. That was this moment in between time, like I said, when I was doing the separations or whatever, that I would have my own place, but I was always provided for, okay? I was always provided for in some circumstance, in some way. This is the first time in 20 years that I am solely responsible for my financial well-being, okay? But anyways, back to my birthday. That was a good motherfucking birthday. We had a good time. So the next day, you know, he's talking about like how he's ready to move back in and how things are going to be different and how he know what it's like to be outside. He don't want to be outside no more. Da 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 da. I got on some lingerie, bitch. I mean, I'm looking the fuck good. Do you hear me? I got on the lingerie. I'm cooking. I remember I was making fried chicken and some macaroni and cheese and some green beans. Okay? Because we had a late night. So we end up sleeping in. So by the time we woke up, we wanted lunch. And so that's what I was making in my lingerie. And what I love the most, I'm not even gonna lie, what I love the most about me and Chris' dynamic when we were married is that we had a routine. You know, I've been with, you know, the four, he was the cleanest man. He was the cleanest man that I've been with because he liked things in order like me. Every Saturday, never fails, he would go get his haircut and then he would go take all of our cars to go get washed. I mean, I love that. So he would go get his haircut. I would get my hair and nails done. Like I loved our routine. Loved our routine. It functioned just very, very well. I love that he was just as clean as me. I mean, clean. House clean, car clean, just, oh. Lord, next one, can we add that to the list? Can we add that to the list? Thank you. Love that routine. So anyways, so this was no different because this was a Saturday, I believe. And again, I'm cooking the lunch or whatever, the fried chicken, the macaroni and cheese, and the green beans. And he's taking care of all that. The house is clean, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing laundry, and he took the clothes to the washateria because we had like a lot of things we needed to wash. Plus he needed to wash his clothes because remember, we weren't living together. I don't know where he was living. He said he was living at his mama's house, and I think he was living at his mama's house, but the point is he wasn't living with me. So he had a lot of laundry that we needed to wash. So, and then another thing, I've always dated successful men, pretty much. It was just that one, Anthony, you know who you are. But I pretty much always dated successful men or whatever. So, Chris was a project manager. So he had his phone, but he also had his work phone. I ain't gonna lie, first man I dated with a work phone. And then in his 20s, come on, like a lot of people don't flex like that. I mean, back then, maybe now in 2026, but back then, honey, let me tell you, your girl was flexing on them boys. I was the first girl, look at me sound like Soulja Boy. Baby, I was the first girl in my class, honey, in my friend group to drive her nigga car to school, and I was 16, bitch. No off campus, no senior. Driving my nigga car to class. What's up? Wearing his Letterman while he was at another school. I know, baby, please, don't play with me. Chris brought me breakfast every fucking morning. And that's what I'm saying, babe. I've been spoiled all my life, from childhood till adulthood to now. You think I'm gonna be unspoiled? Shit. Chris brought me breakfast every morning. Every morning, from the moment we talked, it was non-stop. He did not let up. Every morning he would come by the house and bring me breakfast. Every morning he would take me to school. Every day he would pick me up from school, take me to work. Every day he would pick me up from work, take me to go get something to eat, and then take me back home. Every day. While going to school and working himself. Back then he was going to ITT Tech. Okay, they ain't even in business no more. I don't even know anybody that got ITT Tech. Drop a comment if you remember ITT Tech. That's right along with ICDC College, Everest. Y'all remember Everest? What was that guy? What are you doing? Are you on the couch? You should be doing something. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. He went to ITT Tech or whatever, computer science. And he was also a project manager or whatever at this time. So he left the work phone at my place and took his phone when he went to do the laundry. So again, I'm at the house. I'm frying my chicken while he's out doing whatever he's doing or whatever, which is doing the laundry or washing the cars. And that work phone just keep ringing, baby. It is ringing off the damn hook. Now, I am the wife, okay? I answer any fucking phone. I have done it many times. I'm gonna do it all the time. I'm gonna continue to do it because I'm the wife. I can answer anything. I can answer the door. I can check the mail. I can answer the phone, check emails. I have access to all of it. Yeah, absolutely, because we are one. It's no secrets in this house. So I pick up the phone like I have always done, okay? And plus, I'm used to him having a secretary. Again, first man I dated with a secretary. See, anyways, I mean, that's a flex, but it ain't a flex. Because, yes, he ended up fucking his secretary, but that ain't the point. He had a secretary. Anyways, so phone ringing off the hook. I pick up the phone. I said, hello, this is Christopher's phone. She said, yeah, can I speak to Chris? I said, he's unavailable at the moment. May I take a message? She was like, yeah, she was like, who is this? I said, this is his wife. Who is this? She said, his wife? This girl immediately broke down crying. She said, his wife? I said, yes, his wife. She said, he's married? I said, oh, honey. And look, y'all, while I'm consoling the side chick, I immediately stop frying my chicken. Simultaneously, I am consoling this woman. I stop cooking and I am changed. I am no longer in the lingerie. No, I am suited and booted. My wedding ring is now off again, and I just put it on that morning. And I be damn. This bitch, I want to say her name was Sylvia. Here goes Sylvia calling, crying, trying to get in touch with my husband, wondering why she haven't heard from him in a few days. I told her, I said, well, Sylvia, I hate to be the one to tell you this, sweetie, but yes, he is married. We've been married for, I think we was probably married for 2 or 3 years at this point. I said, so he didn't tell you he was married? She said, no. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Chris cheated on me several times at this point, like I pointed out. But he always told the hoes he was married. This particular person, Sylvia, hey girl, he didn't tell her that he was married. I ain't gonna lie, kinda to this day, I wonder why he didn't tell Sylvia that he was married. And moreover, he fed Sylvia like dreams. He told Sylvia that they was moving in together. They was gonna be together. He wanted kids with her. Baby, Sylvia told me they went and looked at places together. Because according to Sylvia, Chris told her that he was living with his mom. I said, yeah, that is correct. He was living with his mom, and that's because I kicked his ass out. Because he was cheating, Sylvia. I said, where y'all meet? She said, the gas station. I said, how long y'all been talking? She said, a couple months. I said, are y'all having sex? She looked at me like, sis, you know we having sex. I said, okay, you right, stupid question. Are y'all being safe? Like, do y'all wear condoms? Do I need to get tested? She said, you need to get tested. We do not use condoms. She said, can I come over? Because I'm having a hard time believing that this is, like, are you serious? I said, you're more than welcome to come over. I said, he is not here at the moment, but I expect him back in about 10 minutes or so. She said, I'm on the way. I said, well, girl, come on over. She said, I got my sisters and my cousins in the car. I said, okay. I said, baby, I ain't scared. Come on over. Come right on over. I dropped the address. So at this point, Chris has come back now. Now, I'm not sure if he noticed that I got out that lingerie and I'm now wearing sweats with tennis shoes and my hair is tied up because he did not mention it. He went straight to the bathroom. He went straight to the bathroom, said he was gonna shower, get the day off him or whatever. Okay, honey, no problem. I didn't give any indication that I knew what was going on, that I knew he was cheating, that I knew about Sylvia, that Sylvia was even en route. I don't even think the nigga noticed that I stopped frying chicken. I made sure also to delete that call log between me and Sylvia because I knew the first thing he was gonna do when he came home was grab his work phone. Yeah. So, I was gonna say, it's been a long day. I've been on date after date and I'm about to get ready to go on another one, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I didn't mean to keep y'all this long, but baby Deshaun out there started something and it made me want to talk to y'all, so here I am on the line. And plus I just got cheated on, so I understand sis pain. It's probably not gonna be the last time. It was not the first time for me or her. Damn sure probably ain't gonna be the last time for me or her. I'm hoping it is the last time, cause who wanna deal with that? Anyways, so by this time, okay, Chris in the bathroom, Sylvia pull up, right? So I'm outside. Sylvia was like, she pointed to the car. She was like, that's the car. Listen, y'all, I'm not laughing, but Sylvia cried the whole damn time. Sylvia's heart was broken. And I actually felt bad for Sylvia. I've been used to this shit coming for Chris for years at this point. Even before we got married. Okay, Chris gave me STDs. Plural. That nigga was cheating so much. Okay? So I was already numb to it. I was already immune to this, okay? But I just knew. Like he said, that last time was the last time. Nope. 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 And so look, okay. So she see the car. She was like, oh my God, the car. All of them get out. And she was like, can my cousin use your bathroom? I said, no, I'm sorry, but I'm drawing a line there. None of y'all are welcome inside my house. Yeah, y'all know where I'm at, but I'm not no fucking idiot. Y'all are not welcome inside the house. And she was like, where is Chris? I said, Chris in the house. I'm about to go get him right now. So I walk up the stairs and I go in. I was like, hey, Chris, baby, can you come outside? I need you to come grab this package for me. Sure, baby, no problem. As soon as he saw Sylvia, as soon as he saw Sylvia, he cussed Sylvia smooth ass out. And I'm not gonna lie, that was the first time I seen it happen, but I know that is not the last time I seen it happen, because Anthony, you did that shit too. When Whitney, you remember when I had Whitney come over to the house, Anthony? Why do y'all cuss? Men, no lie. I know, listen, y'all are 50% of my fucking watch audience, so I know y'all watch me. Men, can y'all please drop down in the comments? I honestly really want to know the answer to this. Because I was never the one getting cussed out. I was always the wife, right? Why do y'all cuss out the side chicks? Like, it's the side chick fault. Why did they cuss them out? I'm the one who told them to come over. I told Sylvia to come over, and I personally went to go pick up Whitney. So why did y'all cuss them out? Why did y'all cuss them? No, like, I don't want to unblock y'all, because if I did, I promise I would text you. Why y'all cussing them out? They didn't do shit but believe your fucking lies. Why are y'all cussing at the side chicks? Baby, Chris cussed her ass smooth out, told her she wasn't shit, called her all types of dirty bitches, said they didn't mean nothing, it was just sex, and you got me fucked up, you ain't gonna have me, you ain't coming between me and my wife, bitch. Like, Why I gotta be so violent? She wasn't the one that came in between us. It was actually you, the one who went in between her, which got in between us. Baby. So while they sit down there having their lovers quarrel, I politely walked back up to my house. I locked my door, top lock, and that chain. See, back then it was 2 locks and a chain. You know that chain that's like a C? Baby, it was 2 locks and a chain. Baby, and went out on that balcony and just threw Chris stuff all off on that balcony. I said, baby, go ahead and go on with your new girl. Go ahead, go back home to your mama house, sleep in your car. I don't give a fuck. This is what I'm talking about. How you just blew all that money? Knowing that was probably that girl deposit. That was probably that girl deposit. She probably gave you half. Nah, I know she didn't. I'm just joking, but blew all that money knowing you was a liar, cheating, heartbreaker, just deceit, just wrong. And I ain't gonna lie, I ended up taking Chris back after that. The next day, I did, yeah. The next day, because my birthday is December 6th, and it was cold outside. You know, I slept in my car. I didn't leave the house. I've been out here all night. Can I just warm up for a second? Oh, I was such a punk bitch back then. Let him in. Then we went to Kima. See, one thing, I did always make a nigga pay for it in their pocket. You fuck me over, or I'm gonna put a dent in that motherfucking me wallet. We're going on a trip. I need a new wedding ring. I need a new apartment. I need a new furniture. I need a new car. I need a new wardrobe. I didn't realize how much, and this is not to brag, I didn't realize how abundantly I was living when I was married to Chris. Yeah, he cheated. Yes, he was abusive. He was definitely addicted to coke. But given all of that so early in our 20s, I didn't realize how much money we was actually really making and the moves we was actually making. And man, I didn't realize. I didn't because it became the norm. It became the norm. Chris providing for me the way he did became my norm because it was all I was used to from 16. Chris took care of me from 16 till I left him at, I want to say for sure 23. By 23, I was gone. But for those 6-7 years, I was with him. And yeah, it was not all peaches and cream. It was some bad shit. But damn. And if I'm being 100% honest, Josh probably came pretty close. I really want to say even Josh didn't. Josh probably would have been number 2. Maybe number 1 or number 2. And it's kind of like a tie. It's kind of like a tie. The only reason why I would put Josh in the number 1 position is because we actually signed a mortgage. But when it came to like hustle, paper, money, Chris all the way. Chris all the way, because it's no way that if me and Chris would have bought a house, because we was looking at houses. We was definitely looking at houses, but it is no way if me and Chris would have bought a house, Chris would have let that house go. It is no way. I don't care if he lost his job. Chris wouldn't have lost that house. Chris wouldn't have lost that house. And I can also say, Chris, even though he made a lot of money, he did not make money his identity. It was not tied to his ego. It wasn't tied to how he moved as a man. None of that. None of that. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't found a provider like that since. I haven't found a man like that since. That was, I can give you credit for that, Chris. That was a pretty high standard. That was a pretty high standard because, baby, men have been struggling to meet it ever since. And baby, Chris makes so much more money now. Chris offered to do this. Move me out, pay my rent up. See, that's what I'm saying, baby. While Mike was out there cheating, nigga, I could have been. Baby, fool me once. Anyways, that's it, y'all. I gotta get ready for this next date. So thank you so much for listening or whatever and whatnot. I'm gonna see if I can put some money on Deshaun books. Not Deshaun, fuck Deshaun. I'm gonna see if I can put it on what I call a Shamika. I'm gonna see if I can put some money on Shamika's books. Cause if you ask me, Shamika is the one I'm bailing at, cause she was the one that was betrayed. That Deshaun is not innocent in this motherfucking shit, and that side bitch is not innocent in this motherfucking shit. So again, thank you so much for listening, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.